Alright, this is part 2 of the Mont house. Okay, yeah, cool. Wasp nest.
Don't die.
Move.
Probably my phone.
Yeah.
I like this ring.
I got Molly's arm in that one.
So this is, by the first generation, when they're building the house, this is where Joe Cron and Catherine and the kids stayed while the rest of the house is being built. But once they get the whole house completed, this is the guest room. And more like a suite. So a sitting area here with the bedroom in the back. We just have a plethora of beds, so we have extras. When Annie marries Lewis, this is the room that couple moves into because Betty is still alive. She lives the longest here, and she is here until 1923, when she passes away in my office. And that's also the primary bedroom in the house. So you guys will see that in a minute. The only original piece that I know in these rooms is the fainting couch in the far room. That was one of Betty's bedroom pieces, and her bedroom suite is the one that will come back, so it will match that fainting couch. These rooms, when I first started here, they actually have a pretty good feeling now, but they were considered the most haunted rooms in the house. The back part to me was always a little more off-putting than the front, but we have some kids that won't even step foot, like little kids that won't come in this room, so I don't know what it is about this room. They don't like it.
They would go into the doll room?
Yeah.
Yeah, that room's more creepiest.
Yeah.
How was that room?
So you guys can walk around
Got
back here.
creepy dolls.
The door back there
I
goes
like
to a
dolls.
modern bathroom. The whole family lived here till 1993. And so it does have a couple modern things. Now electricity, I don't know when it came in here, but I imagine it's after water, so after.
Is there any spirits or ghosts here?
You look at this room. A mirror. Mirror. Oh, I bet the family
That
enjoyed
mirror
that.
is huge. That mirror gives me anxiety.
I bet that they enjoyed that little air compressor.
You are free to step into the camera or speak into the camera
What
if
is
you would
this?
like to. So that way I can get some pictures of you.
The bedroom suite in the back there, that came with their communication.
Just haven't went off yet.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. One of the most wild things that I ever experienced here on a tour was I had a woman that was running like a Box app on her phone but taking pictures with a camera. And she took a picture of this bed and her phone said, "Leave me alone, I'm sleeping," like a complete sentence. And it was the most wild thing because it fit. It just was like, it was very fitting. I don't, but I always like when people ask about spirits in the house, say like, I think the family's here, but also all this furniture isn't from us. So the furniture has all its own
Come on, bro.
energy wherever it came from.
Did
Any
whenever
spirits
the
are
house
laying on
was
this
built,
bed?
did somebody ever get harmed at the pond?
They could have, but I don't know.
Amazing.
Not that I've read. He didn't keep very good records. I think much like
He
us,
said
they don't
amazing.
think our people are going to make any kind
You
of
like your
history or
pictures
the house
taken?
will be left, so they just didn't. I don't know.
Are you
There's so
picture
much that
taker?
I don't know. And then there's stuff that I find, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you're trying to put the pieces together, but you may not even put them together in the right order or come
Yeah.
up with the right story.
Yeah, he heard somebody drown in that pond, so he was asking.
I will certainly ask people because I think it's fitting. I mean, the thing is, the reality is that
taking your pictures?
So have to provide away from this.
Yeah, from falling from this height is an instant death.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Or
we're
when
gonna
your leg's broken.
back down the stairs the way we came. This small porch over here, this is the recent restoration. This was closed in as a room, as closed 4 months ago.
Huh? So you can let all me. Don't pull there. Can't I take your pictures? Presence beyond mirror.
Oh, there's a lot of mirrors in there.
Yes, it was. Come on, AJ. No, I didn't.
I think it hurt us more going downstairs than going up.
It's okay. Step in front of the camera. Come on, AJ.
These chairs are original chairs, they're getting ready to go back in and down. These are Betty's dining room chairs. They've been out. The pictures, this is the third, fourth, and fifth generation of the family. And the
You
other
said
one is
hello,
the
my
first
friend,
second.
and you
So
are
that's kinda
forgiven.
cool. They took very few pictures,
I didn't
but
do
at least
it.
we have those two.
They have pictures in 1876.
Yeah.
And then this is that pond.
There's the pun, AJ.
Or,
Right there. Can I take your pictures?
oh, somebody
He said I feel hopeless. Can I take your pictures? Getting some stuff on here.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's what it said when I pointed it to that dude. It said amazing. This one.
Alright, so this is the primary bedroom. So the room that almost everybody who died here or not died in. And it is kind of odd that we're right off of the front of the house. Like it's immediately to your left as you come up on the steps. The house is built in a Louisiana Creole style. It's designed to breathe. That's why the doors are open. And honestly, if it were a little bit cooler, I wouldn't have a fan on in here, but it's a little hot today. Original pieces in here are the dresser that was Joe Conrad's dresser, this mirror, and that is the morning portrait of little Willie Gill.
Wanna
Willie
do
was the
start over?
second born to Joe
Yeah,
Conrad
do part
Catherine when
two.
he passed away at
Do
a year
part
and
two.
a half from
Children want to speak.
the imagery in it is it's sunset, his toy is broken, and there's flowers on the ground, so all that lets us know is painted post-mortem. Now, Willie's grandfather, Walter, was from Scotland, so we think that the kilt that he was wearing a direct nod to that family
Oh.
tie. But
Come
the
here.
guy that painted this portrait is the same guy that painted the couple's portrait in the parlor. So that's kind of a neat distinction. And that artist is from Nashville. I cannot remember his name, so I probably shouldn't talk about him. But he was able to come and paint Willie as he lay dying. So that means there was never a death mask made of Willie since the artist was here. Now he does look older than a year and a half. That was by design. They would paint the child as the parents would hope to see them. So Catherine and Joe Conn would have liked to see Willie be a boy, to run, jump, play, do all those things. So he looks like more of a boy and less of a baby. This is kind of, so this porch we also restored, and I don't, since we changed it so much, this is what the back of the house looked like when I started here. And then we had a drawing done and it looked like this. And now that's pretty much what it looks like. At the top of the stairs, the room looked
That's
like
what it
this,
said.
where the porch is. And then out this door was this room. This space is closed in between 1879 when Betty's husband dies and 1883 with the purpose of making more space in the house, primarily for her son Walter, who has epilepsy. So this becomes Walter Jr.'s room, and she will care for him from her room until he passes away. The closing of the room upstairs, it just makes sense to just put a wall up and create more space on both floors. So that was the purpose. The reason we reopened them is because we cannot talk about the people who work at Rosemont if we don't have those spaces available to show. And so this is really enslaved people who have done all their work is behind this wing and using this porch. And the service staircase is off to the left back there. So if you guys would like to see the kitchen, yeah? And I'll also show you the basement.
Spookies are.
Our basement is a very
Oh, I'm on it. Rail's hot. Be careful. Very hot.
Whoa.
Is this original?
That's Bernie.
I don't know about the butter churn.
It said you're being followed.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
The lost.
Oh.
Dexter. Oh, there's a person named Dexter here.
So this is built on the footprint of the original kitchen, but unfortunately it burned down, or perhaps it's a by we're both from the same family. And so it had to be rebuilt just so that we could use it for storytelling. And that is why the hearth is so drastically wrong. It would have been a larger opening for a fireplace to cook for a family like this.
There's a wasp right behind
It
you.
was rebuilt in the 1990s. Original pieces in here though are the biscuit rock, all the tools on top, the dough bin, the pie safe, and then the smaller corner cabinet over here. The bellows with the G on it, and then these little chairs like this one here and this one and that one are all old original pieces.
Speaker.
People who experiencing things in here is usually like shortness of breath. If you watch the Ghost Hunters episode, the guy felt like he was being choked. I have never felt that, but I talk to everybody in the house, so I think they like me. I'm always like, hello, good morning. This biscuit rock is exactly the same as that, but this one came from Fairview Plantation. This was Ellen Weems' biscuit rock. It was her cook's, and she mechanized it as technology became available. So that way it would roll that dough out, and the cook could just stamp the biscuits out. So that's what that is, yeah. So you put the button at your foot, much like a sewing machine, right? They're fine, just leave them alone.
Yeah, you're just gonna anger him.
Yeah, they will come back for you. Let it be.
And then they got
More times than not, that's, they don't bother you unless you bother them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of wild. One day I hope to be able to move
I got an
all the
email
modern
too,
spaces out
Dexter.
of the museum.
So I don't know
Hopefully at the reception hall, when we build a bigger reception hall, and
She's
then
talking.
we can put this back in the house where it would make more sense where there's power outlets.
You said an atmosphere too.
There's never gonna be power outlets, but kind of, I bet it still works.
And this is the lady that lived in Fairfield. Yeah.
She lived to be 106 years old. Yeah, and I also gave the first $50,000 to Save Rosemont for preservation. So kind of cool. Some questions in this room? It's hot, right? Like,
Yeah.
Imagine cooking in here.
Was
We
there
hear
anybody
you.
ever here named Dexter?
And what?
Dexter. I got a
Esther?
name called Dexter.
Dexter? Maybe. I know that the cook in that third generation, her name is Lucy Lane.
It also says we hear you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Been taking pictures, so I ain't caught nothing yet.
You can eat free then.
Good touch it. Huh.
You can smell it too.
I like the smell.
Dude, get away
I
from
don't
me.
really love the taste of it.
Oh, me
Bruh.
too. I don't like licorice.
I like apple, licorice, or blue.
It's not licorice, it's blue.
Whoa. I said closet.
It'll have some artificial stuff in it.
That already looks freaky.
Or imagine she says closet and it says closet
Well, you know,
on
the
here.
hottest down there.
We just take a bathroom.
Watch your head.
Time to bend down.
That's what she said.
You're good at it.
You see a lot cooler in here now.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where they put the horses?
Actually, they put them back further, and it doesn't bother me at all to go back there, but you guys will need a flashlight. I don't have a flashlight on me.
Who just turn on night vision?
What?
And this is what?
Basement. This is like a.
Flashlight
This
on
part
fire.
is finished. This is a plaster ceiling. It's got a floor. And if the house servants, the enslaved in the house, didn't need to be in the house, this is where they were. Because this is where the servant board is, right? Like the thing with the bells, it's like on Downton Abbey, where you would pull a string and they would know to come. It was on the other side of this wall. But also this is, this will come into play. You guys haven't heard the story yet, but during the Civil War, this space will come into play. So I'll tell that to you when we get upstairs. Anyway, yeah, so the basement actually goes under the parlor, the whole parlor. So the other room is just a big open space, and it's got a little bit higher ceilings and a dirt floor. That floor has been, like, as wind has blown in over the years, because there used to be openings where between the piers, so that it wasn't completely covered on the outside. Dirt has blown in, so I think the floor or the ground is higher than it should be. So you may have maybe taken a step down to get into that room. I'm not exactly sure, but that is where I think Isaac put the horses. So we find cool stuff down here, you know, when we have downtime. So this is probably my favorite. This is a 1970s beer can. It is steel. Have you ever held a steel beer can? No. You should feel it.
Oh, aluminum now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all thicker.
Oh, yeah.
Does it
Yeah, I
happen
heard it.
here?
I'll feel
Okay.
Oh.
That might be because of the. Oh! That wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
Don't.
it. Good juggling act.
You find bones. These are,
Goodness.
I'm sure, animal bones. I really hope so. I've
Might
not
be
ever
because of
delved
the
into
can.
it because they'll shut us down if they're human bones. And then this is a lady's side saddle stirrup for horses.
I can imagine the horses
Yeah.
were pretty tall coming in here.
Well, so you saw that picture of Isaac, and so he's standing outside the window. The horses were like 16 hands. I think we're used to like 20 hand thoroughbreds, or 19 and 20, like a little bit taller. These are more like Arabian horses.
Oh.
So they haven't been bred yet to be as big.
Anything in there?
I don't know. I don't even know what this is.
That is under the porch.
You have a flashlight in your bag now?
Wyatt has one on his phone.
Oh yeah, night vision. No, good.
You can see a little bit better on this side.
Yeah, because there's.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So much night vision. I was like an eyeball.
Where?
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. It looks like a light.
I feel bad every time I have to call
Ain't
somebody
no
out
right
to fix
over
that
there.
because animals tear it up.
Oh, yeah.
Turn your flashlight on.
Or like we just wired everything for.
Turn your flashlight
Don't
on so you can go
look
through
like a
there.
light.
And so I had guys calling all over the place.
Turn your phone's flashlight on so you can get through here.
Because it's not even just.
I ain't practicing now, so.
I am.
Doors.
Go.
Hey Jake, go. Move your butt out of my face.
It's a high ceiling.
Oh wow, it is. Can't barely see anything in here. That doesn't work obviously.
Hey, Jake, it don't work.
There's not really much in here.
Come on, there could be something like all the way in the back. Where's the
There's
light?
nothing on the EMF reader. Hello?
You're probably all the way in the back. Where's the light? Why?
I haven't gotten anything really.
I don't know. It's Disney.
Oh.
Oh. EMF meter's going off.
Oh, that's all the way up to half. What is this?
What? Oh, okay.
It's a Folgers can.
Said encouragement.
Encouragement.
We got something on the EMF meter.
Mhm.
Basement.
I'm still.
Yep. AJ, come on. Come on.
I think they
Well,
wanted
let's check
her
our
to, but
EMF meter thing
Yeah.
that we got.
This, our wiring will set your EMF
Yeah.
crazy off, because our wiring is very high EMFs.
Yeah, wealthy. You heard it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep
Only
it
word.
down so it's not loud. They look like they was wealthy.
Mhm.
What's that?
I know, I'm trying to have it all the way up.
All right, so those guys you guys that I started with, that's the end for us, and then these guys I'll take back.
Okay.
But you guys are welcome to walk the grounds or whatever.
all right.
The event shouldn't be for another hour or two.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for coming.
You want to walk around the grounds a little bit?
My legs hurt.
It's a children.
Oh, if you guys can get to the, well, I don't know if you can get to the Gallatin City Cemetery today. Are you doing the cemetery tour tonight?
Understanding.
We have not. That will be something you want to do.
I think it's sold out, but if you go there today, I don't know I imagine you probably could go through there today. That
They said
one
it
is
understanding.
buried in the city cemetery.
Okay, so it's called Gallatin.
City cemetery.
Okay,
Old
okay.
Gallatin City Cemetery or something.
Okay, we'll definitely look it up. Thank you.
Alright, well, I guess that's the end of the video.
Please
It's
hit that
popping.
like and subscribe button.
Mm-hmm.
If
And
you like
we'll,
the video of Rosemont, or
Yep.
try to do more like it.
yep. Bye.
And let us know if you catch anything in the comments below.
Yep. Bye.